I'm traveling back in time to my childhood and my first and only flight with my dad, March 25th, 1979, in a Grumman Cheetah. I remember every single detail of that day. I remember sitting right seat watching every move he made. I remember when my cousin in the back seat puked while we were doing 360s over my house. My dad was pissed, and the flight was over. I remember him cleaning up his buddy's plane in the hangar at Arrowhead Airport, a now vanished old crop dusting strip in the Missouri River floodplain known as the Bottoms. And I remember him saying to me, "Don't worry, we'll do it again someday." 1 month later, he was gone. I'm on an aviation journey to learn more about my dad, the pilot, and the airplanes that he flew from this old logbook. In this episode, we're checking another one off the list in the beautiful Appalachian Mountains of Southwest Virginia. Thanks for joining me on this journey.
Oh, I didn't call clear.
Highlands traffic, Grumman 8034 Echo, taxiing runway 24. Highlands.
I want to introduce you to my friend here, Matt Hill.
Howdy.
He's been a friend of my wife since, 1982 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's a fellow pilot, so we're going to go flying today. This is pretty special for me. We're in a 1975
Grumman Tiger, yeah.
Grumman Tiger, which is almost a Grumman Cheetah, which is the one and only time that I got to go flying with my dad. I remember it well. So we'll talk a little bit about that on this episode. Welcome aboard.
All right, flight plan today, we're going to depart. We're going to go southwest, fly by the Bristol Motor Speedway, cross over the ridge down towards Elizabethton, over the Watauga Dam, up the Watauga Lake, towards Johnson County, Tennessee, Mountain City, up towards Damascus back here.
Sounds like a plan.
Ready to fly?
Yeah.
And Tim's off the peg.
Virginia Highlands, Grumman 8034 Echo, departing, runway 24, Highlands.
Rolling!
Airspeed's a lie. Gauges are in the green.
Oh, yeah, flying by the first taxiway.
Look at that bird.
Oh, wow. Oh, a few clouds coming in here.
Yeah. Oh, the other side of the hills over here.
About ready to fly over the Bristol Motor Speedway here. Pretty cool. Looks like a football stadium from where I come from.
It does.
Looks like the horseshoe at Ohio State or something.
Yeah, it's University of Michigan.
Flat corn country. Our NASCAR tracks are 2.5 miles long, big ovals, grandstands, for as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
So they don't go very high because they got so much real estate to work with. Here you got to go up because you can't go out. I'm going to guess all that stuff down there is parking.
It is.
For the track. That's wild.
Oh, I mean, the parking goes all the way well off the left wing.
Yeah.
Out the right.
Yeah. I'm going to drive and I'm going to go fast to the left. How'd you catch the flying bug?
I'm from a family of pilots. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't make or made their living from flying. The first time I remember being in an airplane was when I was a kid with my father in a Bonanza that he owned. And my father, one of his squadron mates, and my brother and I were in the back seat. And, I was probably 3 years old, something like that. And, the Bonanza with the throwover yoke, the yoke was over here in front of this guy, and they pulled me out of the back seat, and I'm sitting on his lap, and you want to fly? And I put my hands on the yoke, and I shoved the thing to the instrument panel. So I didn't get to sit up front for a while.
I can't imagine why. So you grew up around airplanes a lot like I did.
We didn't, I mean, my father was always so busy, either when he was in the Navy, didn't take as many trips as we probably could have, at least when I was real small. As I got up into high school and teenage years, we did some more, both with Bonanzas and my father also had a couple of 310s over the years once our family grew a little bit.
Nice.
So one of the few that I really remember was I have a clear memory of, was I was in college. My brother was flying for the Navy already. We flew Bonanza from southeast Missouri all the way down to the Florida Keys.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, which is stunning. I'm sure you can find videos of people flying over the Keys. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, and my brother, my brother's a naval aviator just like my dad was, and my brother is a spectacular pilot.
Yeah.
So.
Well, all the Navy guys, all right? Let's face it, they're the best pilots in the world. Air Force.
I mean, you and I both grew up around planes and pilots, and we've seen good pilots, and Air Force pilots are skilled.
No disrespect to the Air Force guys, but at the end of the day, you still got to land on the boat, right? And that takes an inordinate amount of skill and practice. And frankly, it's what washes most guys out of the program. They make it all the way through advanced jet training, and they go to do caracols, and they fail. Yeah. And you're done. Yeah. And you're doing a desk job. And then you take it up a notch, right? Now you got a caracol at night. Yeah. And then sometimes that deck is moving up and down 30, 40 feet. And it's just a skill set that not a lot of people can master, and that's why they're the best of the best.
As we come over the Watauga Dam here, the lower dam, you can still see all the mud from where Hurricane Helene just washed the hills away. Wow.
You guys, you felt that up here?
Oh yeah, we had gusts over 50 knots in Abingdon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it dislodged one of my hangar doors. I wasn't able to open the hangar because it was jammed up on the block.
Oh wow. Flooding then as well, a lot of rain.
Abingdon's up in the hills, so not a lot of flooding there, but some of the places we'll see as we go up the valley here, they got crushed.
No.
I mean, like Boone, North Carolina is just over the ridge there, and they got completely hosted. I posted a video of that about a week ago. You could see areas of town where all the pavement is the color of mud.
You're a fellow YouTuber as well, right? So he's Defender of the Public on YouTube. Check him out. I envy him because his videos are so simplistic and beautiful, and he spends very little time on them. And my wife loves that. She's like, why can't you be a little more like Matt? I tend to spend 40 to 50 hours on a video, maybe too much.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
Woo! There's a fun one. Little fun ridge, something there maybe.
How about climb up
you're
a little bit here?
Ridge turbulence there, aren't you?
Yeah. Rather vigorous turbulence there.
Yeah. You grew up as a Navy brat, as did I. I was born in Kingsville, Texas, as my father was finishing up advanced fire training. From there, we moved to San Diego. He was assigned to 121, which is the RAG, the training squadron, F4s, and then, Miramar, that's where he was stationed with VF-114, which is also the home, or was the home of Top Gun. So he was assigned to the Kitty Hawk in late '71 with VF-114. First cruise was January 72 to December 72. Saw a lot of combat. That's most of the footage that's featured on my channel. His commanding officer was Denny Wisely, who went on to become Blue Angel #1 shortly after that. So that's pretty cool. He kind of knew he was going to get drafted after he graduated from college and the deferments ran out. So he said, if I'm going to have to go, I'm going to do it on my terms. And, I'm an aeronautical mechanical engineer. I've got some flight time in some 150s and some, a Piper Cub and things like that. I think I want to fly. So he signed up, and, next thing you know, he's off to Pensacola, Florida, learn OCS and learn how to fly airplanes. So.
Yeah, I know the aircraft we soloed were almost certainly Cessnas.
Yeah.
Things like that. But you think about military training, flight training. They stuff them in a T-28 with 1,200 horsepower, and within 2 weeks you're flying it by yourself.
Yeah.
Free aircraft.
You
fly.
aircraft. Surprisingly light on the controls. Cherokee's a little heavier, obviously, bigger, heavier plane. But yeah, this is nice. I don't remember actually. I remember sitting here and touching the controls. I don't remember what it felt like. Not that I would have known at that age to have anything to contrast it to, right? So I just knew I was flying a plane with my dad.
Yeah. It is. Grummans are a delight to fly. They're light on the controls. You got fantastic visibility.
Yeah.
Once you get used to the sight picture.
Yep. So this is a very special flight for me, and I appreciate you making it happen. My one and only flight with my father was in a 1977 Grumman Cheetah, about a month before he was tragically killed, unfortunately. And I remember everything about that flight, that whole day to this day, every detail. We spent the night at my grandmother's house, my brother and I and my cousin. We woke up in the morning, we had some donuts, my dad showed up, picked us up. We just had a ball. I can remember sitting in this seat right here. My brother was behind me, my cousin was behind my dad. It was magical. It was the first time I flew with my dad. I was in heaven. He let me take the controls for just a second. Unfortunately, the flight was cut a little short. About halfway through the flight, I hear my brother behind us go, "Ew!" And no sooner do I look around to see my cousin head down. Giant barf donuts all over the floor of the Grumman. And my dad said a few choice words, and I think we were circling our house at that point or something, and he, made a beeline back to the airport. Of course, it wasn't his airplane.
Oh, no.
He was, again, not too happy. So a few choice words. I remember we had some time to kill when we got back to the airport as my dad was cleaning out the back of this guy's Grumman Cheetah. And that was that. So that was the flight, and unfortunately, it was the one and only time. I've kind of been on a mission here with my YouTube channel and with his logbooks, recreate his flight. So he had one time in 172s, 152s. I've got that. I flew a T2 for my 50th birthday, which was just absolutely magical. It's part of my journey, kind of discovering who I am and where I came from, and why I have this insatiable appetite to stare at airplanes and fly airplanes ever since I can remember. So appreciate you making it happen. Thanks.
Happy to help you, brother. We're going to have to descend at some point.
Sounds good.
Head towards Clinch Mountain, and we'll kind of spiral down this way.
Gotcha. Okay. So good. Yeah, go ahead and pull some power there. You want to make a right turn here after these clouds?
Because we're pretty high. I mean, Abington 2,500, but we're at 8.5, so this clean airframe, you can get moving pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing good. Yeah, Brian, we're indicating 125. We're doing 86.
A little bit of a headwind.
Highlands traffic, running 034 Echo. We're at 10 to the east at 4,700 descending. Going to make straight in traffic for runway 24, Highlands.
That Food City there you were telling me about?
Oh, yeah, that's Food City's distribution center.
That's one of your waypoints, right?
It is. Coming from the east, you can see it from 20, 30 miles away.
So when you guys make radio calls around here, do you say at Food City?
No, we don't do that. No.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, my aircraft.
Your airplane. Do your thing.
Highlands traffic, running 034 Echo. Left 86, Highlands.
4-sound traffic, 1471 uniform is turning downwind for runway 23.
Woo! Overshoot center line with this crossman.
Sporty. There you go.
Lord. gonna have to sweep the hangar that way too.
Do me a favor, hit that like button, leave a comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Click that subscribe button, tell all your friends. Thanks for riding along, we'll see you next time.